What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to our channel. Today is another episode of One Question.
You don't wanna...
Sharpshooter. Okay, so before we start the video, make sure that subscribe button is clicked so you join the Jammy family. We upload 3 videos a week and we don't want you to miss any videos, and we're so close to 100k. We'd really appreciate it if you helped us get to 100k.
That would be amazing. So the way One Question works is the most popular question down in the comments below, liked by you guys, gets answered by us the following week. Recently we haven't had like a most popular question that we haven't answered, but we have had a lot of people ask us, oh, are you vegan? Are you vegetarian? Like, what's going on? I see you guys eat eggs sometimes.
And they see the vegan strong
And they see the vegan strong, so it doesn't add up. Something doesn't add up.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd make this little video about our little veganism journey and why we quit.
Yes.
I'll let you do your story first.
Okay, so I've been plant-based for about 8 years now. Some of it was vegan, some of it was vegetarian. When you see me in the vegan strong tops, that's like a company that I made years and years ago. That's my own logo top. I've still got the tops upstairs. The reason I'm no longer 100% vegan is 3 years ago, I don't know if you can see that huge scar. If you know us from the channel, you'll know I broke my collarbone. The way I broke my collarbone was playing football. I fell over onto my collarbone and my collarbone snapped out the top and the back. It was such a clean break, and the way it broke, the hospital were like, you must have been in a car accident, a motorbike accident, or fell off a horse or something like this. You can't have just fallen over and broken it the way it did. And I was saying to them, that's all that happened. I fell over, just landed straight onto my collarbone and happened to break it the way I did. And it was at that moment that I thought that my body was missing something. I thought, being 100% strict vegan, my body wasn't feeling great. For those of you who know me, you know from before YouTube that I used to run track and field. When I was non-plant-based, I used to eat meat, and I was running track with all the training about 12 seconds, maybe sometimes just under 12. I think I got 11.98 once when I was meat-based. When I went plant-based, the first 3 months I was tired. I felt tired, completely drained, but after a while I felt more energized, and then I started to run better times, and the fastest time I run was 11.55, and that was being plant-based. But the problem was I used to get shin splints all the time, and my coach used to be like, what's changed? You're running faster, but you keep getting shin splints. And at the time I just thought, it's because I'm running faster, my body's not used to it. I wasn't putting it down to the diet. And it was only when I broke my collarbone and they were like, are you sure you're not missing something? I felt like my body was missing something and it wasn't holding out the way it used to hold out. I never went back to eating meat. I just knew I had to get something back in my body, which was, I had to go back to being vegetarian. I had to go back to sometimes having cheese, sometimes having proper milk, pastries, these sorts of things, just so my body felt like it had the stuff it needed to survive. And I stopped getting shin splints. I haven't broken a bone since. A lot of you also know that I'm very into my boxing. I've always boxed way back when I used to go to Clint McKenzie's.
Hence this little thing over here.
Hence this little shiner here, yeah. I boxed way back in Herne Hill at Clint McKenzie's gym, and then I went to Miguel's gym in Brixton. Going back to being vegetarian, I felt better again. My arms felt better, my shoulders felt better. I haven't dislocated my shoulder in ages, and I think that's just being vegetarian. I know that a lot of people are going to be like, oh yeah, but all this, you can't win every battle, is what I say. Like, if I could and my body worked strict vegan diet, I would stick with it, because I know all the stuff that's in cow's milk, cheese, this, that and the other, but it just wasn't fueling my body. It helped.
I think your body's used to it in a way, in a weird way.
I think it was Timothy Vegan who said, like, it's gone so far down through your generations of eating a lot of meat and stuff like that. Our DNA is now modified to not necessarily handle that much meat. I think people eat meat in excessive, breakfast, lunch, dinner, too much. But I think that my body is at the point where I need those sorts of things, because I can honestly say from my own personal experience, going back to vegetarian has made me fitter internally. But it hasn't cleared up this shiner.
For my one, I wasn't vegan as long as you were. I think I was vegan for like under a year.
Yeah.
But it was more than 6 months.
Yeah, yeah.
So I went from being a full meat eater, pledged, eating beef, eating chicken, Nando's all the time. Woo, woo, woo. It was a good party. Cinema, you get a hot dog, you know, it was good. You get those pork ribs at TGI. I know right now you're wondering, was she ever vegan if she talks about meat like that?
Yeah.
But I stopped after watching What the Health.
Yes.
And after you talking to me about veganism and the benefits of being plant-based, little things like that.
Alkaline in the body.
Yeah, and how your body naturally heals itself when you go plant-based and you learn to alkaline the body. But I think the factor that really got to me was about how we take grain from third world countries that could feed humans just to feed cows and just to get more meat in productions and stuff like that. Knowing that I'm responsible for taking food that could go to humans who are starving out there really got to me. I felt like I don't want to be in a position where I aid world hunger. I want to be in a position where I'm helping end world hunger by reducing my meat intake so there's less demand for meat, so more of that grain can actually go to actual people rather than animals, because we do eat them excessively. I think that was like the
biggest shock.
That moment for me completely changed it all. And then for me, what I realized in the beginning, unlike you were quite tired, I was a lot more energetic. I'd wake up with more energy. I'd wake up feeling fresh. I'd wake up feeling not so bloated. So when I cut everything out and went cold turkey, I was actually less bloated and I had more energy. And the way I actually cut stuff out was for first going to Pesca Polo, because I couldn't cut off chicken, and then I cut off their chicken and went pescatarian, just eating fish, and then I slowly cut off that, and then that helped me transition the whole way, because I think when you go cold turkey straight away, it's hard, you break straight away. So anyway, after I did it, after a few months, oh my gosh, I realized like my body as well doesn't heal as quickly. Like, do you know how you get little knocks? Like, I'm quite clumsy and I admit that, but I'd knock into something really easily, like a little bump or something would catch my leg, and then I'd wake up with bruises, and then a week later I still have that bruise. Whereas normally when I get knocked, you know, because I'm black and stuff, like, I don't bruise very easily. But even you were quite worried. You're like, when do you keep getting bruises?
I took you to the A&E, but she banged the leg on the corner of the table, didn't you? You had like a little bump.
Yeah.
But that bump was there for weeks.
For months, actually. It was like there for like 2-3 months.
And I was like, let's go and get this checked out, because something doesn't seem right.
Yeah, like, it actually affected me so much. Like, it was like the bruise
It was
actually hurting.
it was actually that point that you decided to go back to
fish.
And then it's gone. The bruise
the bruise is gone. Like, when I started eating fish again, my body started healing like naturally as it would. I'm not gonna go back to eating meat completely, because I feel like the health benefits still overweigh like me wanting to eat meat and stuff like that. So I still don't want to eat red meat or anything like that, because I feel like there's a lot of health risks associated with red meat.
It is very rare that we do have
eggs. It's rare we have eggs. It's rare we drink milk. Fish, I eat it like once a month.
Yeah, I don't eat fish still. I went back to vegetarian, not.
So
vegan.
we're technically almost there to veganism, but just bringing back a few things.
I just notice it when my body starts to feel that little bit weaker. I think
that's when you have
myself, I feel like, right, I've got to, let's not be so strict with it, let's go back to a vegetarian based. So, I have to admit though, I was in my physical looking best condition when I was vegan. But internally, my bones, they just weren't the same.
Yeah. I have to admit, when I went vegan for a while, I was in great shape, I can't lie to you.
If you look at the progression from the start of our channel, so you look at how slim my face was, everything, and now I've kind of like leveled out again.
Yeah, I think me too. But I think for me, it's just I eat more. I eat plant-based, but I just eat more. I think I'll stick to my pescatarian, I'm gonna say pesca polo. Fish once a month, minimal eggs, minimal milk, and I'm all good.
So there we have it. That was our story time on why we quit being vegan. So we hope you all enjoyed that video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, share and subscribe. The subscribe button will be over here, and our previous videos will start to pop up on the screen, so make sure you go and check those out. Guys and girls, you know what time it is.
It is time to vogue it out.
Let's go. And cut.